I am Toluwani Agbeleye, and I'm here having a conversation with my friend Jessica about the differences in the education sectors in both Canada and Nigeria. And so, Nigeria is one of the biggest countries in West Africa. It's a land with less natural disasters and a lot of mineral resources, and basically everything that one needs to develop a country. And so, I recently moved to Canada this year. I came to Canada on the 20th of July this year. And so, I just want to be talking about some differences that I've noticed in the schools in both countries.
Yeah, that's awesome. So you've only come to Canada for a couple months ago. So everything must be super new and fresh. Can you tell us a little bit about the differences you've noticed since you started school?
Basically, Canadian schools are more organized than Nigerian schools, and then the curriculum is going to be the same. Sorry, it's going to be different because what Canadian schools will teach will definitely be different from what the Nigerian school will teach. And then the school actually helps students to develop their abilities and focus on other things that they, other abilities that they have. But Nigerian schools mostly just focus on the studies and stuff like that.
So what are some of the major differences you've noticed in the school curriculums between the two countries?
Definitely the knowledge of the knowledge on the subject that a Canadian school will have will definitely be different from the knowledge that the Nigerian school will have. And so because of that, the training will definitely differ. So it will also be different because in the Nigerian school curriculum, once you have attained that you're going to be doing sciences, you're going to be doing science related subjects, that's all. You will not have the opportunity to say you're doing science and you also want to be studying some art courses. But in Canadian schools, as I've seen now, you can see you're doing science, studying science studies, and also you can also be developing some skills in other things like arts and commerce and stuff like that. So that's how the curriculum is different in a way in that sense.
Yeah, so it sounds like Nigerian schools seems to be a little bit more specialized than Canadian schools. So it seems kind of similar to how university and college courses are run.
Yeah, you can see that.
Yeah.
Because in college in Canada, I've heard that the students are the ones who pay for most of the things they use, while in elementary and high school, the school is the one that provides what the student uses. But in Nigeria, both in elementary and high school and university, you're the one that buys what you use, you're the one that provides what you use by yourself. So, yeah, it's different. It's like a university-based setting.
Yeah, so it sounds like there's a lot of differences in the curriculum, so in what you learn, the content, but also in the structure of the schooling itself. Are there any other differences, major differences that you've noticed in the structure of Canadian schools?
So, the structure of Canadian schools is most open space in the sense that each subject has its own domain, chemistry has a chemistry lab, biology has a biology lab, physics has a physics lab. But in my former school in Nigeria, we had a chemistry lab, and then the biology lab was also in the chemistry lab, and then the agricultural science lab was also in the chemistry lab. Only the physics lab and the computer lab had their different rooms, and so that would really be strenuous because what if students want to do biology now and they need a lab, and other students in some other classes are doing chemistry now and they need a lab too. So it was the timetable had to be planned out and strategized in a way that it wouldn't clash.
Yeah. Cool. So what do you think? So right now you are in grade 9, the first year of Canadian high school. How does that translate into Nigerian school system?
In the Nigerian school system, grade 9 is JS3, junior secondary school, and that's the third year in junior secondary school, and that's where you write an exam, kind of like the exams you write to enter university in Canada, but just a little less hard and strenuous like that. But you write the exam, and then if you pass, you get promoted to senior secondary school, which is the beginning of grade 10, then you do 11 and 12, but if you fail, you take the class again. So you have to repeat that class again after you just do the exams. And so everything you use before, you're gonna sometimes use workbooks, and if you've solved some questions in the workbooks, the teachers have marked and stuff like that, because you can't use that same workbook again. You're gonna have to buy another one. So your expenses have increased because of that, and it's not something that's good for someone.
Yeah. So now that you finished you're writing your big test and you don't have 9 courses a day, what other things are you looking forward to filling your free time with aside from just studying?
Well, because of how COVID has affected us this year, I can't really say, because grade 9s at my school haven't been given the ability to participate in co-curricular activities and stuff like that. So basically, I can't really say. But as growing up as a child, science was what really surrounded me. Science was what really interested me, and so I didn't really have much interest in sports and arts and different things. Most of the things that I loved were science related, and so probably I just have to wait and see if I can find something else to replace that. So thank you for joining me in this conversation, and thank you for watching. Goodbye.